This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks his hard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
San Francisco
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. Guys, it is officially game day. I am hyped. I'm excited. Oh, my God. I feel like – where's my remote? Where's the back of it? I feel like I've been talking about the Niners for the last 42 hours, man, and in a good way. In a good way. Not complaining at all about it. I love doing this, man. The Niners – they're there. They're warming up. They're stretching on the field. All right. Thank you. They are out there. They're getting ready. I'm ready. I hope you guys are too. If you guys are still looking for somewhere to watch the show, if you're out of town and you can't quite see the game, I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Head on over to our Patreon. That is where all the action is. The stream is already there. The link is already set up. We are going to have a good time watching the game together. So I want to make sure that you guys know that. Get on over there, patreon.com/NB9ERS. All right. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. Guys. The injury report is out. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Right? Because I don't care about. I'm not going to do any promoting or anything like that. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know where it is. Y'all know what to do already. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, right? So I don't need to go through any of that stuff. Let's just go ahead and get to the 49ers inactives, the Steelers inactives, and what that means for the game. All right. So here we go. Boom. Cam Inman with the tweet here. He says 49ers inactive list. Quarterback Allen. Guard Zakel. Defensive tackle Davis. Linebacker Winters, linebacker Graham, tight end Willis, and running back Ty Davis Price. Whew, that's a little rough for me, guys. I was hoping that maybe, with the inclement weather pending and all that, the Niners would need to use a guy like TDP. But here we are. He's not even active today. So what does that mean? It means that they're comfortable with the field conditions. Somebody told us last night that someone told us last night that there was a high school game there on Friday and a college game there yesterday. The Niners went out there, they assessed the field, and they are content with what they see. That's got to be a really, really good sign. They've got to expect the weather to have held off long enough. They're not going to be worried about anything getting all wet up out there and bad field conditions. So I like that. Seeing that Willis was inactive tells me George Kittle is not only going to be playing, he's going to be effective. He's going to be a role player. So I'm excited about seeing that as well. All right. The linebackers are inactive. No Winters, no Graham. So what does that mean? Who's the 49ers' third linebacker, right? And that's something that's also exciting. A lot of us were wondering who it was going to be. All right. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to go through all this. I see people say, so by the way, let me get this off the screen. Let me do this again. Happy birthday to my beautiful wife. Happy birthday, baby. My wife, her birthday is today. We were supposed to be in Pittsburgh, and then things came up and we couldn't go. And thank God we didn't go. She ended up leaving work early. She was in a lot of pain. So we get her home. We rush her to the dentist. And then the next thing we know, things got worse. We go to the hospital yesterday. They admit her. They say they want to keep her overnight for observations. Then they tell us they're keeping her again today. So we don't know exactly when mommy's coming home. We're going to be hoping that she comes home sooner rather than later. But she is, when I tell you guys she's a team player, she was actually worried about you guys out there. She was worried about the viewers, right? Her thing, it's her birthday. She could have very well said, no, I want you and the kids here with me today. I want you guys to be, with me on my birthday. She didn't do that. She says, I know you got a show to do. I know you got people waiting. Get over there and do the show. Come see me afterwards. So what a trooper. What a supporter. My wife doing the stand-up thing on her birthday. She had every right to be selfish today and say, hey, I really want you guys here. I really want to see you and the kids today. And she does. So what that means is there will not be the normal post-game overreaction show. Normally we do that immediately. That is the plan for this season. However, that won't be the plan for today. She said that since we have the early game, she said, you go, you enjoy the game. And then when the game is over, come up here for the rest of the time. They do kick us out. They have visiting hours here. They won't let us stay. So she said that her request is that we come up there and we hold it down after the game, and then I can do whatever after I leave. So we'll probably be bringing you guys a late night overreaction show. But she is the truth. She is the truth, man. She has nothing but love for you guys out there. So back to what I was saying about this this inactive list here with Winters and Graham both being inactive. Does that mean that DFF or Burks, right? Like that, those are the linebackers that are left for the 49ers. Which one is going to be playing in the place of Azeez when the Niners are out there, in that formation? I'm looking at a couple of things. Rich Eisen is the lone wolf picking the Steelers today. I like it. I hate when I see a clean sweep. I know Michael Irvin hates picking the Niners to win games, and he did. So shout out to that as well. Hold on, guys. Someone's here. Don't let the dog go over there. Bear, come here. Come here, Bear. Bear. Bear.
Got it? All right. Yep. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. You guys know some traditions don't change, right? I got my wings. They just got delivered here. The pizza's here for the kids. And my big-ass dog runs to the door with my daughter. So I wanted to make sure that he didn't go out there and do anything crazy. Shout out to everybody out there. I see you all saying, praying for the wife, and shout out to her and all that. That stuff is phenomenal. I will show her this live chat. She might be watching now. I don't know. She might actually be watching. She might be able to see all the comments. But you guys are A+. Thank you so much. So to the inactive list here, guys. No third quarterback active today. Zakel's not in there. Kalia Davis, man, I'm waiting for this kid to get his time, but that just speaks to the depth of the 49ers defensive line, man. Everybody's a go. I don't think that there's a lot to be disappointed with on this list. Seeing Willis inactive bodes well for what they expect from George Kittle. Some production, some productivity, right? So I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. Tony's in here now. You ready to come in? All right. Got the thumbs up from my guy. Anything about this inactive list stand out to you, Tony?
I thought he's allowed to dress. Allen.
Who?
Allen.
So he's allowed to dress. He's officially inactive, but he can be the emergency back. Does that make sense? He's one of the players not dressing, but in the event of an emergency, he can come up then.
So he's going to be in a uniform, right?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How many are there? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So he's gonna be dressed because there's only 6 inactive.
It's supposed to be 6 inactives, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
So he's gonna be in uniform. As far as some of the names on there, Winters, Graham, TDP. But I guess they're going with the analogy of going straight. Straight special teams value, and that's probably why those guys got the nod, because they activated yesterday Curtis Robinson, who's a standout special teams player.
Curtis Robinson?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about Curtis Robinson, man.
They pulled him up off the squad.
Oh. How about that, man?
How about that?
How about that? Huh?
How about that? You heard?
Yeah. Stop it, Bear. My dog is so excited that the kids are here. He's doing like he's running back and forth, but he's a freaking mastiff. You can't do that. Like, he's shaking the whole house. Like, you got to stop it. It's going to knock everything over here. I can feel it. They said, Tony, what you eating, bro?
Wings.
Oh, mine just came in. I got mine here. I'm afraid to do it. I'm not going to lie to you because I'm so afraid of getting something on my jersey today. But check out the other inactive list for the Steelers here. All right. And notice that they put Mason Rudolph, but they put third. So, again, this emergency quarterback rule is in effect for the entire league. You will see third quarterbacks listed on people's reports. However, the Steelers only have 5 inactive players for today. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. That is odd.
Like, what is that? Did they do like do they have an international lineman or something that they're keeping up?
I don't know. Maybe guys are just hurt. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, they did have a long injury list. Desmond King inactive. Yeah, I mean his name is there. It's weird. It's really weird to me. I don't know. Tony, man, what are you expecting to see for this game, man? I did a pregame show already. My predictions are out there, but we haven't had a chance to hear from you, our resident GM, man. Knowing that Willis is inactive, that has to bode well for George Kittle. The linebackers, Winters and Graham inactive. Who do you give the nod to for the third linebacker?
Is it really? Good. Half the price. The third linebacker, I think if something would happen, it would be not something happened. I think they're going to go with Burks as the starting strong side linebacker
Over DFF, huh?
Yeah, that's what I think, because your strong side backer, you always want him to be more physical in this scheme on the setting the edge over there. But Flanagan Foles, I was pretty impressed with him. He's a solid guy. He's just a little undersized. They signed him as an undrafted free agent out of Arizona.
Has he only been with the Niners?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Just bring the whole box upstairs.
No, because I don't want them upstairs.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that he was only with the Niners. For some reason, I felt like he was somewhere else before.
No, he was always with the Niners. They signed him. I remember that.
Is that the dog? Okay. Sorry. Deshaun Page, thanks for the super chat. He says here, what's up, Niner gang? Prayers to you and the wife. Go Niners, man. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very, very much, JP, man. Always representing, always a kind beacon in the 49ers community, man. I'm excited about the game, man. I need time to speed up, I think. I want to rush time right now, Tony. What are you expecting to see? Did you hear about the field?
No.
So apparently there was a game on the field on Friday for a high school team. There was a game yesterday for a college team, and now there's a game today. Natural grass.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. That's a lot of wear and tear for a short time. Plus, it's raining. Does it rain in there?
So let's actually look that up right now. It's a really good question. We looked up the weather last night on the show, and it said that the rain should stop before the game. I just saw the guys warming up on NFL Network, and I didn't see any rain while they were warming up. But let's see what it says right now. At this moment, it's 77 degrees with a slight overcast, meaning cloudy. It doesn't say anything about rain. Let me see if I can find the hourly breakdown.
Ooh, they're taking the field.
Huh?
They're taking the field.
Oh yeah. It's almost time, baby. It's almost time. I can't wait. We got the stream and everything ready to rock and roll over here. I told everybody to head to Patreon. Like that's what they got to do. I got a text from a family member right now, and it's really, really annoying me. He said, what channel is NFL Network? I mean, what channel is NFL Red Zone? How do I answer that question for him?
I don't know.
Like, does he want me to tell him a number to put in on his TV? Like I know his provider and stuff. How do I answer that question?
I don't. That's a trick question. Oh shit! Look at Debo with the C on his shirt.
Oh, are you pulling up some tweets?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me get those tweets going. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we sharing this. We're gonna have to share this one here, buddy.
Debo with the C. What's up? Let's go, man. Fuck. Turn me up. Let's go.
Turn me up. Let's go.
That's George Owen's crazy ass.
Uh-oh, Tony. I saw something different there. I don't know if I like that.
Let's go.
And again, this isn't the tunnel though, so it might not be a big deal. Where's Trent?
Huh?
Where's Trent?
Turn me up. Let's go.
There were no offensive linemen.
No.
All right. Enough of that. All right, enough of that.
Getting sued.
Enough of that.
That used to be my crazy ass when I played.
Right.
Screaming.
Oh my God. And now, all right. I want to see the guys getting hyped up. You know they do the linebacker thing. So we might as well.
The best in the world. Everything you got. Hell yeah. Be the best in the world. Everything you got. Hell yeah. Be the best in the world. Everything you
There's
got.
Robinson.
Hell yeah. Be the best in the world. Everything you got. Hell yeah. Be the best in the world. Everything you got. Hell yeah. Be the best in the world.
Yo, is that guy going to wear an arm brace forever? That guy's had an arm brace on his arms for the majority of his career.
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
He's got a bad chicken wing.
I think they just say it's a bad wing. I don't think they say a chicken wing, but I get what you're saying, man.
Bad wing.
He's got a bad chicken wing. Tony, man, what's the key to success for the Niners today? Come on, break it down for everybody.
They got to play their game. That's it. It's plain and simple. They got to come out and play their game. And if they do that, they'll be all right. That's the way it is. I mean, it's week one. It's not going to be perfect. It never is perfect. It's the NFL. But I do expect them to have their, ebbs and flows, little rust. They got to shake off the rust. So, by the second quarter, you ideally want to see them moving the ball. You want to see them getting into a rhythm by the second quarter, hopefully. So I'm not looking for a blowout. I mean, this team has a history of not starting fast as far as wins and, coming out the gate in week one. But on the flip side, this is a veteran team. Tons of veterans on the offense, tons of veterans on the defense. Same play caller, no changes in the offense. You have Brock Purdy, who went 7.5-0. So it's there. Now they just gotta come together now.
Okay. I am looking up the full hourly weather report throughout the whole thing. It's not raining right now, and they said 15% chance of rain for the 4-hour duration of the game or 3-hour duration of the game. But it says accumulation 0 inches, so it'll be sprinkling here and there. It's not going to be much of anything.
I could deal with that.
Yeah. Any concerns going into this game? I know, like we talk about how we start slow and things like that. Any concerns?
Well, you don't want them to start too slow, right? Like you don't want them to get in a rut, and you don't want them to get behind. So, like my logic is this, right? I think they've won one game. Was it one game? Maybe 2 games since Kyle Shanahan's been here in week 1. I mean, I'm not saying they got blown out. They got blown out.
2.
Yeah, they won 2 games, right? 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
Since Kyle's been here. So this team has a history of not doing well in week 1. But I think they're at a point now with the core is still here. The core's been here for the last 2 years, we could say, minus McCaffrey and Purdy, but Trent.
Yeah.
Banks. Banks didn't play his rookie year, but he understands everything. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit better coming out the gate this year because of that. The defense is going to be interesting, right? They're saying no, there's no change in philosophy, but Wilkes has shown to be a little bit more aggressive in the preseason. So what we got to see is if he's going to be aggressive and they're not getting home on that aggression, when he's using that aggression, how's the back end going to hold up? So we got to see it. I will say this. I don't think they need to be as aggressive because we added a piece in Hargrave. We have Bosa now under contract. So that starting four, which, by the way, I think Farrell will be the starting defensive end opposite of Nick Bosa, in my opinion.
It'll be interesting to see. I can't wait for the first snap.
I could be wrong.
I would love to just see Jackson get it. I don't know. I would just love to see Jackson get it, man.
I do too. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're going to go with the experience. That's just me. I could be wrong. But I'm going to really focus on the defense more than the offense because you're not tinkering with the philosophy of the offense. You're potentially tinkering with the philosophy on the defense, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but hey, on the flip side of it, the front four should be able to eat because Pittsburgh has an okay offensive line. They signed the kid Kamota, I forgot his name, from Philadelphia as a free agent. He's a guard. I think he's starting on the left side today, left guard. So it's going to be interesting. The 49ers upgraded their interior and their defensive line. The Pittsburgh Steelers added a piece to their offensive line. So we're going to see. But on paper, I just can't see how.
Right.
It's going to be one. Pittsburgh should be able to dominate this defensive line. I can't see that. And I know people are saying, well, look at the preseason. Well, who was playing during the preseason? You know what I'm saying? You're not
right.
Pieces.
Right.
So you got to take that into consideration too. And just the flip side of it, when the 49ers are on the offensive side and the Pittsburgh's on the defensive side of the ball, I think they can have success in the middle of the field. I think it's going to be quick. It's going to put pressure on those linebackers. They cleaned house with their linebacker position. All right. If I asked you right now to tell me who the starting linebackers are for Pittsburgh, I'm sure you can't name them without looking.
Right.
Now, if you asked me last year, I could tell you it was Miles Jack and Devon Bush from Michigan.
Right.
They moved on from that. They got two new guys. I think one kid's name is Holcomb, and there's another kid. I don't even know his name. They're young, talented guys, but they're not your typical fly around sideline to sideline guys. So now I think Kyle switches it up. I think Kyle, instead of comes out, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what Kyle's going to do on his first play. He's been coming out in preseason and throwing the ball on first downs. I think he switches it to get those linebackers to jump up a little bit, and then he strikes behind them in the middle of the field.
All right. I do have a question for you. Sorry, my daughter just like.
You're good.
Are any concerns about this? This is rookie kicker making his NFL debut, attempting a 59-yarder there. We can't tell if it was good or not. I got the audio off. I will turn the audio back on to see what they're fist bumping. That must be a good thing. 58-yard attempt here.
He does look up in the field.
The field doesn't look terrible, but you can tell that it's choppy.
All right, so I heard a woo.
Yeah.
But that tells me there was plenty to go.
Yep.
I mean, you heard that too, right?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. But we heard that all during practice. We heard that all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to see it now. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it, man.
I got to be honest with you, Mike. I liked in the preseason when they froze him.
Get it out the way.
That timeout. I love that. And now it's going to see what he is mentally, where he is.
Yeah. Give me your we're not going to do players of the game. You're expecting the Niners to win. I'm expecting the Niners to win and everything. And you said that you got to come out there and play their brand of ball. I think we all understand what that is, right? Safe, protect the ball, ground and pound, be efficient in the passing game, things like that. Break some tackles, get the yards after the catch and everything. Make smart decisions with the ball and the pass attempts, and sound defense, right? I was looking last year. I could not find a 100-yard rusher against the Niners last year. I remember when the Falcons were the first team to rush for over 100 yards against the Niners, but that was 3 people going for 46 plus yards. Yeah. I could not find a 100-yard rusher. They've got to keep that going. They've got to keep that going. Don't go out there and let Najee or Warren come out and, surprise anybody. They got to be sound against the run. Make that young quarterback go out there and earn it. Make them nervous as well. And then the turnovers will start to come too. Yeah. I wanted to ask you about some week 1 matchups, though, Tony. Let's do something a little different this year. All right. I'm going to put you on the spot. You didn't know I was going to do this either. Let's do a little bit of Tony's Pick'ems. I'll do it with you also. What we'll do is we'll go through all the different matchups for this week and see who you think is going to win. We don't even have to do a why or anything. You just pick the team and we'll keep it moving. Now, I know I can't prove it to you guys, but I promise you guys, I did pick the Lions to win that game. I did pick the Lions to win that game. You're gonna have to just take my word for it. All right, but I'm 1-0 right now. Tony, here we go. Bengals and Browns. And keep in mind, guys, the team on the bottom
is the home team.
Yes.
I'm going Bengals.
Going Bengals there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Browns in an upset. I'm gonna go with the Browns in an upset. All right. Texans, Ravens. DeMeco Ryans' debut as an NFL head coach. Rookie quarterback.
I'm going to go Jimmy Ward's out for this game. They got a couple injuries on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Going to go with the Ravens?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Ravens also there. Buckings versus Vikings. Buccaneers, Vikings. I said Buckings. Wow.
I'm going with the Vikings because I don't like Mayfield as a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings there as well. Shouldn't even be a tough matchup, honestly. Panthers, Falcons. Who wants it less?
I'm going to go. I'm leaning towards the Panthers in this one.
Yes. Me too. I think that's the upset pick of the day.
I'm leaning towards the Panthers.
New coach, new quarterback over there. I mean, those guys, and the Falcons are, hey, enjoy the hot dogs while you guys are. I think they're still just $2 or $3. So shout out to what's the owner's name?
Arthur Smith. No,
Arthur
Blank.
Arthur Blank. Shout out to Arthur Blank for making affordable food and drinks, trying to make a football game a family experience. I sincerely appreciate that. That is not a shot at all.
Stunning stadium.
Right. That was not a shot at all. I do like that he has an affordable menu for people out there. So that is a solid thing, and I wish more teams would adopt that around the NFL. All right, here we go. First divisional opponent of ours that we're going to see so far on the docket: the Cardinals versus the Commanders. One team is tanking, and another team is fighting for their head coach's job.
I'm going Washington.
Washington easily, yeah. Washington easily there. All right, Jaguars versus Colts.
I'm gonna go Jaguars.
Wow. This is going to be a good game if I'm being honest with you, and I am largely undecided. I'm going to go with Jaguars because of a rookie quarterback. Not saying that he's going to be bad. I'm just going to say that he might do something that could end up costing them the game. Like, not that he's going to throw a pick or something like that, but he might start a little too inaccurate and it might be too much for them to overcome. But I'm going to go with the Jaguars in a close one. Niners, Steelers. I mean, we'll say it if we need to, but I think we're both going Niners, right?
Yep.
Okay. Titans, Saints.
Where's that being played? Saints.
That's in New Orleans. I'm taking the Saints in this one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints in that one. All right, here we go. Jimmy Garoppolo's NFL debut in non-49er colors in non-Patriots colors. Jimmy Garoppolo is taking the field against Sean Payton, making his NFL comeback. First time ever, not with the Saints, with the Broncos, man. Who you got? This should be a fun game to watch, too.
I got the Broncos in this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing the Broncos in this.
I'm taking the Raiders, man. I'm going to take the Raiders. I don't believe in Sean Payton yet. I think he'll get the team where they need to be, but I think it's going to be a couple of weeks before they get there. So I'm going to go with them in a tight one. I'm going to go with the Raiders. I hope Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to see how Jimmy Garoppolo looks. I really do. That's the one I'm excited to see. I'll be in the hospital at that point with my wife, so I'll be watching things on the phone there. So that's how that'll be going down. Here we go, guys. Eagles, Patriots.
Oh, Eagles, I think.
You don't think that Belichick has any kind of plan for him?
I think the Eagles.
I'll take the Eagles also.
Hey, just real quick. Jake Moody went 5 for 5 on warm-ups. 33-38, 43-48, 53.
We saw him we saw him kick a 58 and he made it. Like what are they talking about?
I don't know. They just posted this right now. Damn, look at those streets flooding. Crazy.
Rams Seahawks.
Oh God, Seahawks. I don't know what the Rams are doing. The Cooper Kupp's not playing. I don't know.
Van Jefferson is going to be wide receiver 1 for them.
I don't even know who the others are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with. I don't even know Matthew Stafford. Like, what's his? Is he active? Like, is he? What's the word with Matt?
I guess I think he's dressed. I mean, I don't know. It's too early.
Because they don't play these guys in preseason, you have no idea. You know, like they weren't playing their starters for years. McVay didn't believe in that, so it's weird. I'm going to go with the Seahawks also. This is going to be a good game here. NFL has been replaying the old one, and it was pissing me off. But I understand it. Dolphins, Chargers. The Chargers eked out the win last year. How do you see this one taking place?
They got to go cross country. Big Fangio. I'm going to go Chargers, and I'm going to tell you why. The guy who's the head coach of the Chargers? I forgot his damn name. Brandon.
Yep.
What's his last name? You know? Staley?
Staley. Yeah.
Brandon Staley was under or uses the philosophy of Vic Fangio. So if there's anybody that knows the flaws and the openings and where to attack in that scheme, I would say it would be him. But again, we've seen Kyle versus Mike McDaniel. We've seen Kyle versus Mike LaFleur, and it doesn't work. But I'm just going to San Diego today.
Okay, I'm going with the Chargers also, man. I thought you were going to be taking Miami. Can I tell you a little secret, man?
Damn, I said San Diego, LA.
I know what you meant. I think the Dolphins might be frauds.
Really?
I think they might be frauds. I think they got they got a little hot streak happening last year. They got kind of exposed, and I think they might be frauds. But we'll see.
My thing is though with Dolphins, Mike, is that kid is one hit away from seriously being in trouble.
Who?
Tua.
Oh yeah. I hate I get nervous for him. I really hope he is healthy this year because I don't like it is what it is. But
it's
hopefully
scary.
He's healthy. Yeah, it's terrifying, honestly. Packers and Bears, and we're gonna wrap this up and get to the live stream. Packers and Bears. Jordan Love making his first official. Well, I can't say first official start, but going into the season as a starter for the first time. Justin Fields, the new look Justin Fields, right? You guys saw he was 3 for 3, 150-something yards and 2 touchdowns. And then when we stopped and looked at the math, all 3 of those passes totaled -7 yards. But he's new and improved. He looks great throwing negative yard passes.
I'm going to go with the Packers.
I'm
going to go with the Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers because I think the system that they run with Green Bay doesn't put a ton of pressure on the quarterback, where Chicago's system is your quarterback.
I like that. I was originally going to go with the Packers as well until I saw.
Sense.
No, yeah, it does. I was originally going to go with the Packers as well until I saw the injuries. Christian Watson is out. They're going to be using, third and fourth wide receivers and all, and I just don't think that's a good thing. I am going to go with the Bears to win their season opener at home. All right, and then Cowboys Giants tonight. Cowboys are on a 10-game win streak. Dak Prescott is on a 10-game win streak against the Giants. Does he get his 11th, Tony?
I'm thinking. Just give me a second. I hear you. I'm not ignoring you.
No, you're good. You're good. I think the Giants are gonna win this one, guys. I don't know what it is about the Giants. I'm buying some Giant juice this year, Pauls. I
think both New Jersey teams win this week.
Oh, he's taking the Jets.
You can't say New York because Buffalo is technically in New York, so you got to say New Jersey team.
Yeah. He's taking the damn Jets, man. Are you buying the Aaron Rodgers hype? Oh, my God. My God.
Listen, you know what it is, Mike? I'm going to be honest with you. I work with a diehard Jet fan, and he was talking. I was at work last night. We were talking about this, and he flat out told me this. He's like, I've been to their training camp. I've been to the preseason games. He goes, the feeling that's around that defense, it totally takes the pressure off of the offense. So now that you have something there and you have a quarterback there that could be successful, never mind an all-pro, Hall of Fame type quarterback, but you have a quarterback that could just get the ball out to where it belongs in a system that he's comfortable with weapons that he knows.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm looking at it, right?
Yeah. Because
the problem for the Jets was never their defense. It was their offense putting the defense in bad situations.
Yeah, all year. That defense was out there playing their asses off, and they just ran out of gas eventually, It's hard to sustain that kind of shit. So I like it, man. I like it a lot, man. Look at you, man. Huh? Both Jersey teams, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Jersey, stand the fuck up. Except Minka Fitzpatrick. You chill out today, bro. Don't you get out there and start acting up. You chill out. Don't make me call Kyle Juszczyk on your ass.
So speaking of Minka Fitzpatrick, I think that's going to be the challenge today. It's going to be Kyle versus Minka and Kyle versus TJ Watt. Okay, so now where I'm going at with this, right? Former defensive player of the year, highest paid defensive player in history in the NFL, gets schemed out of games. Not totally, but he doesn't have dominant games. So that what I'm going to look for is how they scheme with TJ Watt. Right. Trent's on a Highsmith who's no slouch by all means. Like you said numerous times, double-digit sack guys, they put up sacks galore. But I think, again, and Kyle showed it, he has the tendency to use a defensive line's aggression against them. And if that's the case, there's no better play caller in the NFL than Kyle doing that. So that's going to be interesting how they come out in a line. Listen, 21 personnel is a killer with this team, with the personnel that they have. They could attack you from every angle. They could interchange the linemen, interchange the skill position guys, Debo in the backfield, McCaffrey out wide. They could play games with you and put that defense in duress.
Right.
And usually where the duress is on the second level. So if you're going to ask me where they're a little weak, would be the second level, and that's where the most stress is going to be applied. So in my opinion, that's favor Kyle Shanahan.
Okay.
It's no disrespect. I think Butler's doing I think Butler's their defense. Kevin Butler's the defensive coordinator at Pittsburgh. He has a hell of a talent. He has hell of a unit over there. He's got three monsters on the defensive line, Haywood and Joe. I don't know how to say this. Obiko.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Obijobo, him, and then I don't know who the other guy is, the defensive lineman. But they have a hell of a unit. I'm not knocking them. They're a very, very respectable team. But
all right. Listen. It's game time. We got to go. It's 1:00. We are switching this thing off, guys. We are out of here. This is it. You guys see the link at the bottom? That's it. Sorry, Tony. I hate to cut you off, buddy, but I don't want to miss a second of this. Guys, by the way, patreon.com. They said Womack is starting at nickel. That excites me. that means that we're going to get some interceptions today. We're going to get some turnovers.
Well,
All
what
right.
I want to see is big nickel. That's going to be interesting. But go ahead.
Okay, guys, we'll see you all over there soon. All right, peace.